We?
Cousin Bessie, little Arnie, and me. Come on over.
You hadn't ought to call that critter cousin, Ellie.
Why not?
Well, you see, Jethro's your cousin, and that puts Jethro and her in the same... Well, never mind. I reckon I just got to get used to being a monkey's uncle.
Bessie and Arnie's right fond of one another. Give your sweetheart a kiss, Bessie.
I don't believe I'd talk up that romance if I was you, Ellie. There ain't just a whole lot can come of it.
Got my sign about ready, Jed?
Right here, Granny.
Ellie Mae, quit playing with your critters and get busy. We got this whole house to get clean.
Yes, Granny.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get around back. Well, let me see my sign, Jed.
Just a minute. You're gonna like it, Granny. Jethro's done a fine job of painting.
Well, turn it over so I can see it.
Now stand back so you can get a good view.
Beautiful. This is gonna make me rich, Jed. Rich and famous.
Is the big sign all right, Granny?
Just dandy, Jethro. Heft me up.
Oh, what for?
That fur.
Granny.
Jethro, you finish up the rest of the signs?
Sure did.
Well, let me see 'em.
Hot cornbread.
Oh, buttermilk.
Grits every meal.
Doctor on duty.
That's me, you know.
That's right, Granny.
Critters to pet?
Now, wait a minute. I didn't order that sign.
Oh, this one was Ellie's idea.
Sign tells the truth, Granny. I bet you there ain't another boarding house in Beverly Hills got as many critters as we have.
Here's a sign for the front gate.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you ain't just funning when you say sleep off the highway. We must be about 4 or 5 miles off.
Nice and quiet. Did you make a sign about my lye soap?
Oh, yeah, Granny. Free lye soap.
Oh, that'll draw 'em in like flies.
You got to throw in a little extra with the stiff rates you're charging.
Well, Jed, I'm giving every boarder a private room and all he can eat.
Yeah, but $1 a night?
Well, I figure that'll keep out the riffraff.
Well, come on, Jethro. Let's get that big sign on there and commence putting them up.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have a full house by sundown.
That's it, Bessie. You're catching on real good.
Ellie Mae Clement, I told you no more playing with critters till this house is spick and span.
Well, I'm learning Cousin Bessie to dust so she can clean the chandelier.
Ooh, your paw Jethro's back. And stop calling that hairy little goomer cousin. Got all my signs put up.
Sure did, Granny.
We stuck them alongside the road leading up to the house.
Jethro, maybe you best get the truck out of the way.
Yes, sir. There's gonna be a lot of people driving up in here.
You'll never be lonesome again, Granny, once folks commence reading them signs.
That wife of mine. I have to leave my bank and rush home just to welcome a butler.
Now, Chief, Arthur Pinckney is hardly an ordinary butler. He's probably the most sought-after major domo on 2 continents.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. He has served royalty.
I mean that sign, look.
Clampett Mansion on your right. Room and board $1 a night.
They can't take in boarders. It's against the law in this neighborhood.
It's even illegal to put up those signs.
There's another one. 200 feet. Keep on coming. Outdoor swimming. Indoor plumbing. What in the name of Conrad Hilton?
Chief, there's more. Slow down. Next gate. Turn right. Soft beds. Good eats. Second helpings. Curtain parlor. Granny's boarding house. Oh, no. Chief, what should we do?
The first thing to do is get these signs out of here.
Free lye soap. Oh.
There's
enough lye soap, Granny?
I reckon that'll do for now. Ellie, you take a basket of that upstairs. Put a chunk in every room.
Yes'm, Granny.
Jethro, you get on the churn.
Yes, Granny.
Jed, you jug my buttermilk.
Yes, Granny?
I gotta get outside and stir up my big kettle of crawdad gumbo. Now you keep things moving in here.
Yes'm, Granny.
Yeah, Granny. Boy, Uncle Jed, this here running a boarding house sure is lots of work.
Well, it won't hurt us none, and it sure is making Granny happy.
That's a fact. She's having more fun than a bear cub in a honey tree.
Yeah, Granny likes doing for folks. The more, the better.
Yeah, and this'll give her a chance to make a little money she can call her own. Prideful woman like Granny needs that.
She ought to make a heap, charging $1 a day.
Yeah, especially with all the signs we put up.
Well, you know, from what I can see, she's got the only boarding house in the neighborhood.
I almost have my possum. How are you doing with your grits?
Got it. Come on, let's go.
Chief, I can't reach these.
Never mind them. Let's get down the hill and grab those big ones, especially outdoor swimming, indoor plumbing.
You're right, the police must never see them.
My wife must never see them.
Your wife's new butler must never see them. Pinckney is a man of impeccable breeding. He has served royalty in every major capital of the world. If he thought for one moment that the neighborhood in
Look,
which...
turn this off, turn this on, and let's get going.
Welcome. Here it is. This is it. Your new home. Rather friendly, really. Quite decent of the Drysdales, yes.
Well, how's it going?
Oh, Granny, first boarders are coming.
We ain't ready for him. Somebody ought to be out front to greet him.
I'll go, Granny.
Ellie, put soap in his room.
Well, I did, Granny.
Did you put the clean towels in the fireplace? I mean wood in the bathtub. I mean flowers in his bed. I mean clean sheets on the floor.
Granny.
Now, don't get excited, Jed.
Rather a pleasant little cottage. For America.
Howdy. Can I tote your stuff for you?
I beg your pardon? Oh, the luggage, yes. Where are my quarters?
Oh, forget it. Granny says no tipping. Hey, did you see the signs?
Signs, yes.
I painted them.
Crudely done, but very helpful in directing me to the proper home.
Howdy, I'm Jed Clampett.
Glad to see you.
Welcome.
This here's Granny. Ellie Mae. That's Jethro toting your bag. Wait a minute, Jethro, I'll help you. Looks like you come fixing to stay a spell.
We got a dandy room for you and plenty of victuals.
And all the critters you can pet.
Come on, you be in the first one. I'll uncork a jug for you. Ooh-wee. Look at the boarding house reach on that rascal.
Young lady, and I use the term loosely, where is your mistress?
Who?
Mrs. Drysdale.
Oh, she's next door. Want me to run and fetch her?
No, I shall see her in good time.
Well, come on in.
No wonder Mrs. Drysdale was frantic to engage my services. What an appalling domestic staff. America's answer to the Beatles, I suppose.
Smells good, like hot bread should.
Well, Granny, your first boarder is settled in. By the way, his name is Pinckney, Arthur Pinckney.
Did he like his room?
Seemed to. He's up there rooting around like a hog in a new pen.
You want to take up my jug and give him a little welcome snort?
That's not, Granny. We don't know him that well. He might be a temperance man.
Long drink of water, ain't he?
He is at that. Nice looking, though. Fancy dresser. I'd say he's a man of quality.
Yeah. The only thing his talk is a mite hard to understand.
Oh, he's a foreigner, all right. No doubt about that.
Likely from Chicago or someplace.
Hey, Granny, your boarder said he'd like to have a cup of tea.
Did he say what kind of tea he wants? I can give him senna or sassafras or dandelion or juniper or horse mint.
No, ma'am, he didn't say.
You seem to be ailing in some way, Jethro?
Well, he was kind of stuffy in the head.
I'll put together a mixture.
Find out where he's from?
Yes, sir. London.
Where's that?
Oh, clean across the ocean. What they call Great Britain.
No wonder he don't talk English so good.
Granny, they talk English there.
Well, they sure talk it foreign.
The boarder wants everybody down the front hall right away. Says he's coming down for inspection.
Inspection?
I don't see no call for that. He looked fine to me.
Oh, the family will be here directly.
What is that?
Oh, that's Cousin Bessie.
Cousin Bessie.
Yeah, ain't she a doozy? Why, she can hang on with one hand and dust with three.
Is indeed a doozy. Mrs. Drysdale know about her?
Oh, sure.
Uncle Jed will be here in a minute, and Granny's fixing your tea.
Young men, kindly remove your cousin from the chandelier.
Oh, heck, Bessie ain't my cousin.
Really?
Heck no, she's Skipper's.
Hey, would you like to meet Skipper?
Not until I've had my tea. Perhaps not even then.
Well, everybody getting acquainted, I hope. Mr. Pinckney, we want you to think of yourself as one of the family.
What a nauseating suggestion.
Yeah, shucks, that's the kind of folks we are.
Yes.
Here's your tea, and I made you a nice possum sandwich to go with it.
A what?
A possum sandwich. It ain't good to drink senna tea unless you eat something with it. Of course, I cut it with the sassafras, dandelion, and horse mint.
Put down that tray and line up for inspection.
Well, Mr. Pinckney, like I said to Granny, ain't no call to inspect you. We can see you're a man of quality.
I am going to inspect you. Now line up. Over there.
Now, hold on, Arthur.
You are never to address me as Arthur. Only as Mr. Pinckney, sir.
I ain't no sir.
I wouldn't fault him for that. Maybe he don't see so good. He's lost half his glasses.
Well, he better take to talking nicer. I'm gonna up his rent.
Over here. Step lively.
I've just raised him to $1.25 a day.
Well, Mr. Pinckney, if it pleasures you, inspect away.
First of all, you must take off those clothes.
Why, you...
Hey, Miss Granny. Mr. Pinckney, I don't know how you folks does your inspecting across the ocean, but I reckon we'll keep our clothes on.
I wasn't suggesting you should take them off here and now. I meant that you should change into your serving apparel.
Our what?
Surely Mrs. Drysdale doesn't approve of the clothes you're wearing.
I'll say she don't.
Ain't much about us Miss Drysdale does approve.
Why does she allow you to remain here?
Oh, she tried to get shed of us, but Mr. Drysdale won't let her.
Mr. Drysdale is right fond of us.
You mean fond of the money.
Speaking of money, how much do you get here?
I'm glad you brought that up. It started out being $1 a day, but you being such a smart mouth...
Granny, Mr. Pinckney, it's still $1 a day, and we're glad to get it.
Only $1 a day? That explains a few things. Where is Mr. Drysdale?
Down to the Commerce Bank. You want me to drive you?
No, that won't be necessary. You may resume your duties.
Just a minute. You forgot your tea.
Oh, thank you. That tea is absolutely unpalatable.
Well, whatever else you say about him, he does know good tea.
Would you repeat that? Surely I didn't hear you right.
I said, sir, that your domestic staff was the most deplorable I've ever encountered.
I heard him right.
Pinckney, by your English standards, they may be lacking. But by our standards, they are excellent servants.
Yes, excellent.
King George was right. You colonials are not ready for independence.
All right. So there's room for improvement. That's why my wife hired you.
Yes, what would you suggest, Pinckney?
I should like to attire them in proper uniforms, pay them a proper salary, and instruct them in the proper performance of their domestic duties.
All right. You've got carte blanche. But I'd better see some improvement for my money.
I guarantee it, sir. With one exception.
Who's that?
Bessie. There is very little that even I can do for her.
Bessie?
You know something, Ellie? I like these new clothes Mr. Pinckney brung us.
Me too, Jethro. But Paul sure ain't happy with his. He won't come out of his room.
Granny will get him out.
Come on, Jed. Mr. Pinckney says if we wear these outfits, he'll pay us $50 a week.
I'm sorry, Granny, but if this is what a footman wears, I ain't walking.
Oh, please, Jed. Just long enough for inspection. Do it for me. Come on.
Well, all right. Just for inspection.
You look handsome, Jed. A real handsome footman.
I look like a darn fool.
Stop complaining. Leastways, you don't have to wear one of these dunce caps.
Won't this thing go any faster?
Calm down, Chief. We're not certain that Pinckney is at the Clampets.
Who else would he be? My wife said he hasn't shown up at our house, and she said the only Bessie she knows is Ellie Mae's chimp.
Surely he doesn't think the Clampets are your servants.
Well, if he does, I'll have your neck.
Why mine?
Because I'll need it. My wife's going to have mine.
Chief, that is unfair.
It's the American way. Pass the buck.
Line up for inspection, everybody. Mr. Pinckney says he'll be right in.
Jed, no, stop that.
Tears that I'm getting out of these crazy duds.
Please, Jed. Just until Mr. Pinckney sees you, he's paying me $50 a week.
And he's the only boarder that Granny's got.
Yeah, and if he leaves, who's gonna eat them 30 gallons of crawdad gumbo I made?
And them 8 gallons of buttermilk I churned.
And the 3 kettles of grits and fatback and all the other riddles.
I will.
Line up for inspection.
Quiet, quiet. Stand at attention. Yes. This mustache comes off.
Oh, sir, it's growed on.
Then shave it off.
I'd rather not.
I order you to shave it off.
Well, I don't believe I will. I kind of like it.
We do too.
Same
Now
here.
hear this, all of you. I have committed myself to the challenging task of shaping you into a proper staff. And I shall not flag or fail. I shall fight you in the drawing room. I shall fight you in the bedchambers. I shall fight you in the kitchen. And I shall so bear myself that if Arthur Pinckney and his fame last for 1,000 years, men will still say, this was his finest hour. Footman, open that door.
Mister, if you think I'm going to let anybody see me in this get-up, you got another thing coming.
I've issued an order.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Pa don't put cotton to folks laying hands on him.
You best let go of him or that fighting you were talking about is going to commence right here in the hall.
Come in.
I was right. It's a snafu.
Drysdale, sir, I need more time. Progress has been made, but I have a long way to go.
You certainly have. All the way back to London.
I beg your pardon, sir.
He ain't going back to London. I grant you he's a bit bossy, but he pays me well, and he's my only boarder.
Order. Why, this man is...
Chief, I must speak to you alone for a moment. Most urgent. Excuse me.
What is it?
A brilliant inspiration. Pinckney must remain with the Clampets.
We've tried that. They won't take servants.
Under the guise of a boarder, they will. Pinckney can teach them the social graces. A golden opportunity.
I suppose I'll have to pay him a lot of money.
It's worth it.
Mr. Drysdale, you'd best come help Mr. Pinckney.
What happened?
Well, Pa went upstairs to change his clothes, and Mr. Pinckney tried to stop him. Well, I think you'd best go and help him.
Pinckney? Pinckney!
Up here, sir.
How did you get up there?
Mr. Clampett hung me here, sir.
Hey, Uncle Jed, I found out why Granny ain't getting no more boarders.
You did?
Yes, sir. Somebody went and stole every single one of them signs we put up. I'll quit go paint some more.
I just soon you didn't right off. Leastways, not till Mr. Pinckney leaves. I don't think I could abide another boarder like him.
He sure has changed a heap. Polite as you please now. Always trying to help.
About to help me right out of my mind. Every time you turn around, there he is.
Mr. Clampett, you shouldn't be doing that, sir. It's time to dress for dinner, sir. You too, Master Jethro.
Where's dressed?
Hardly appropriately, sir. I've taken the liberty of providing you both with dinner clothes.
I just soon eat in these.
Me too.
Oh, please, sir. It means a very great deal to me. More than I can tell you.
All right.
Oh, thank you, sir. And you're setting a fine example for young Master Jethro.
Come on, young Master Jethro.
What an appalling eyesore. Into the garage with you.
Granny, you should have seen your boarder trying to move the truck. Why, he can't drive worth shucks.
He can't count worth shucks neither. Nothing would have it, but he had to set the table for me. Darn fool had 5 forks at every plate. 4 knives and 3 spoons. And look at the glasses.
Oh. It looks as if I've come just in time, sir. I will dress you, sir.
You what?
Dress you, sir.
No, I wouldn't bet on that.
But you need my help, sir.
I've been dressing myself for a lot of years, and I aim to keep right on doing it.
But I insist, sir.
Mr. Pinckney, if you want to dress me, you got to shoot me and skin me first.
Oh, yes. Well, now, let's get on with it.
Chief, in all fairness, Pinckney has hardly had time to get results.
The money I'm paying him, he's had time.
Of course, Pinckney is just a cultural beachhead. Once he's established, we can infiltrate the Clampetts with cooks, maids, tutors.
Howdy, Miss Jane. Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, Jethro, how handsome you look.
Why, thank you. These here's what you call dinner clothes.
By golly, results already.
Mr. Pinckney is helping Uncle Jed into his.
I'd like to congratulate Pinckney. Where is he?
Up here, sir. I've been hung up again, sir.